have some questions. I need to put my citizen hat on because I'm seeing some things that are going around town, and I wish Mr. Finestrello and Mr. Puglisi was here tonight, but Mr. Pence is here who can help that side of things. But I needed to get some questions answered if you can help me out. When the parties go out and put out flyers, they have flyers that when everybody gets into a round table, it doesn't matter what you stand for, Democrat, Republican, Independent, it's agreed by all in that group when that flyer goes out. Otherwise, the flyer would I see the attorney getting ready here, but I would say that it's agreed by all members in that particular party, and they say, yes, this is what we're going to state, and this is what we're going to send out to the public, so they can see what our agenda is. Would we agree on that? Whether it be Democrat, Republican, it doesn't really matter. Pretty much, right?
Yes.
So I guess we all have to remember that if you are an elected official, you're accountable for what you say and what you print. So I received a flyer the other day, and pretty much I saw Mary Mickich there and talking about things. I saw Pat Boyle talking about things, and I saw, okay, I'm digesting that. And I also saw another flyer that came out, and it raised my eyebrow, and maybe both. And I need to know, in that flyer, it said that there are 19 new jobs here in Kenilworth. I have been coming here quite often, as you know, and I need to know, either from the CFO or council, Democrats, Republicans, and all of us, are there 19 new jobs that are now in Kenilworth that I don't know about?
No.
Every job that we have is a backfill for a position that was vacated.
Retired. There've been there are no additional, the flyer said additional 19 employees. That was a lie. That's not true.
So in other words, if the janitor retired or did something like that, we replace them with a janitor.
Correct.
So if we had 100 employees, there's still 100 employees.
Correct,
They're
yeah.
not 119, hypothetically speaking, correct?
Actually, DPW is still 3 men short, I think.
Okay.
Or 4 men short. We're not hiring anyone this year, so we're down 4 men, so realistically, we should be hiring 4.
So
We have less employees
does
technically.
everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Pence, do you agree? I'm asking everyone
I'm
because
going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
I kept my nose out of it.
you can't.
I'm not running for council.
Oh, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. I agree.
That's up to them.
So it's up to the people that are not here tonight to defend that statement, and you would speak on their behalf or that party. So what's in that, let me ask you this. So hearing what council and the mayor just said, your part of council, do you agree or disagree that there's 19 new jobs here in town?
I was on council at the time. They're talking about last year.
Okay. So
I wasn't even on council.
I'm going to have to side with what I just heard. And I'm making a decision in this upcoming election of how I have to vote, and I have to find out what is the truth, what is a fabrication, or what is motivated for another reason. And please, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I just need to know what I'm reading is accountable. And I really do wish Mr. Finestrello was here tonight. The other thing is, I want to know about this $250,000 of increased spending. Can somebody tell me, was there $250,000 of increased spending? Because I have my thoughts on that.
I don't know exactly, I don't have the budget in front of me, but the increase in spending was due to contractual raises for borough employees that get 2% raise, and then some people in the police department, they had moved up to a higher step. So it was in salaries that are contractual, and that increase is every year, not just, it isn't something new. It's been going on. Everyone gets raises every year. It was just again, put out there as a misleading statement.
Okay, so basically, it was just a number that had to be met. It's like
Right.
your
It's
6%
contractual.
contractual agreements, or
Yep, yep.
whatever the case may be. So to say that we frivolous, not we, to say that this town has spent $250,000 frivolously, nobody has a new car up there, do they?
No,
So we
not anymore, not this year.
Since last year.
that statement has some holes in it? Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about what happened during COVID-19, during our city hall here not bringing in revenue, specifically to the hotel occupancy tax? Did we receive any revenue from that?
We've lost a lot of revenue. I don't have the exact number in front of me again, but something to the tune of 116,
67,000?
I think I don't know, it was well over $100,000 between the court being closed as well as the occupancy tax at the hotel not being collected.
So we could round up a number, Mayor, like $170,000 or something like that?
I'm not exactly sure, but yes,
It's a big
maybe.
number.
It's at least over 100,000, that much I'm aware of.
So basically what happens, if you lose $170,000 or $100,000, whatever the number is, in revenue, your bill's still in there, and you have to pay it.
Well, and the
So
money was also
what happens?
budgeted into our 2020 budget. So it was money that's collected every year, so it was put into our budget, and then we didn't get it. So it was a shortfall really on both places.
Sure, so there was no frivolous spending then?
No.
Bills were coming in, typical to maybe pensions or whatever it is, retirement packages, you had to find money to pay that, and that would
Correct.
come out of surplus.
Correct.
Okay.
And there was a significant pension buyout as well that came
I'm
out
saying
to
that
somebody
because-
that retired in surplus.
Okay, so I'm saying, I'm asking these questions because I do read all now. I read it from all sides. I do listen to what everybody says. And being for one side or another, I really have to evaluate what is being told to me, what is truth and what is fabricated. And I think you've told me the truth tonight, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I would wish that when things are being printed, they would print the truth.
I agree.
Because I don't like what I'm hearing, and I've said this before, and if somebody could produce one of those 19 new jobs, I hired 5 people this past month. We hired 2 machine operators, a guy in the warehouse, and 2 people in the office. I know exactly who I hired. So if you hired 19 people, you would tell me.
Right,
It's
we
that
don't have
simple.
anyone new,
Okay.
unless they're hiding in the closet or they're a ghost.
As a matter of fact, we, as a council last year,
Yeah.
we decided that, some people were above their pay grade, and it was decided to hold back on raises because, it would have put a hit on our town. So that caused us some problems, but as a council, we took the responsibility to do that.
And I think we've also been proactive in shared services to save money for the
Yes.
borough. We've entered into many shared services, and it is a significant savings. So we're doing what we can on our end to,
Well, I appreciate
our
it
budget in
very
line.
much, and I appreciate your candor. It's very, very difficult to say something like I had nothing to do with it, but I want to have something to do with it. I want to hear what's going on. I want to know where the money is being spent. I contribute quite a bit to our
Absolutely.
taxes and things like that. So I'm glad you cleared it up for me tonight.
thank you,
very much.
Mr. Picerno.